Hi, so this is just a quick video to check in with everybody on the peer review activity. So this is the week that you are engaging in peer review. On Sunday, your abstracts and your thesis statements were due, and I do see that so many of you posted on time for your abstracts and peer review. And then right away, what the intention was is that you were supposed to kind of tag somebody on discussion board to say, I'll be the one to give you peer feedback. Now, a couple of questions have come up, and one of the questions was whether if somebody tags you, are you automatically in a peer exchange? That may or may not be the case. I think some people are approaching it that way, and some people might have say, well, I tagged somebody, but somebody else tagged me. So in this peer activity, it's not necessarily that the person you're giving feedback to is giving feedback to you. The point is simply for every classmate to get feedback from one of their peers. So that's number one. So if you haven't tagged somebody yet, or you haven't been tagged, please go in and do that now. If you haven't been tagged, then email me and maybe I can help sort it out. Or if you haven't tagged anybody yet and you didn't realize that that was the process, please go into discussion board, find a classmate who hasn't yet been tagged by somebody else, and claim that and say, I'll give you peer feedback. So that's number one. Number two, the other question that I have received is whether the peer review, because the peer review itself is a graded activity, about whether there's a submissions place for the peer feedback. No, what you should do is just stay right there in the discussion and give your classmate his or her feedback right there in his or her discussion posting. And the guiding questions for peer review are posted right with the peer review discussion. So there are 3 guiding questions there. So again, you should be looking at the abstract and the thesis statement. You should be following the guiding questions that are in discussion board. And you should post the replies to these questions for your classmate right there in the posting where they put their abstract and their thesis statement. And then I do the grading right through the discussion board. These are due by this Sunday at midnight, 11:59 p.m. So please make sure that if you're not caught up with this activity, that you catch up and get on board so you can get the peer feedback in for your classmate. Please post any questions to the QA. Bye.